Good evening, friend. Now it's 10 p.m., right? And I'm here for you with a new lecture, right? And I believe that you liked my previous video, which was based on the vernier caliper, right? So this is something, the different tool, it is also comes under the precision tools under the same module. It's 7.3 module, right? If you have any problem, any doubts still you are facing, so kindly ask me. You can ask me on my WhatsApp number, and most of you have, or you can also ask me the on the phone. So please feel free to ask any kind of the question related with our subject, right? Guys, we have a pin, right? This is the pin. And if I say, can you measure its thickness with the help of vernier caliper, or the thickness of base cardboard, right? If you will go through the vernier caliper, so might be you can take some reading, but trust me, it's not effective. It will never be much accurate value, because every instrument, every tool has its own limit, either by lower limit or by the maximum limit. And if we are going to perform any task which is below the lower limit or above the maximum limit, so we must have to change the instrument. And definitely for every kind of the work, to perform any kind of the work, we have a different tool, and its procedure is totally different, and its application is also different, right? So if someone asks to find out the thickness of this pin, so it doesn't mean that you can use the same way of the vernier caliper. We have a different instrument for this, and its name is micrometer, and somewhere it is also known as the screw gauge, right? So today's topic is on base of that. I believe you will definitely like that, right? And very soon I will share some couple of questions based on the vernier caliper as well as the micrometer, right? And you can easily access it after my confirmation. You can easily access it, your semesters shared Google Drive, which I made for you, only for you, and so that your continuity of the education cannot be hampered due to any of reason, right? Someone says that the education is that media which can travel so far without the legs, without the physical legs, right? So if we have the technology, so I think this is the best way to utilize that, and I'll try my level best for you, so that you can learn, you can continue in your learning stage, right? And please feel free to ask me any question, right, through the WhatsApp or through the my calling number, right? So now learn together that what is the micrometer.
Module 7.3 Precision Instrument. So the topic which I have picked, that is micrometer, and it is one of the very important topic. I would like to say that in micrometer, so first of all we must have to understand that why the micrometer is important. So in initial phase of the video I have shown you one of the pin, and I asked that what is the diameter of this. So if we are going to take a measurement in the way of measuring its length, diameter or thickness of any part, means the any minute part or the tiny part, right, then we use the micrometer. So generally So the micro means the small thing, and then meter means anything which can measure it, right? Least count. So the least count is any value which is the smallest value and which can be easily measured by an instrument. That is the least count value. Now main components. So main components are frame, spindle, anvil, locking screw, sleeve, thimble, ratchet stop. So they are the basic parts of the micrometer. One is anvil, one is spindle, one is sleeve, right? So they are the basic parts of the micrometer. The frame, this is the section which joins all these accessories. Anvil is a fixed jaw. Spindle is a movable jaw, right? So we can put any object which is to be measured over here. The sleeve is the circular cylinder, the linear way, and thereafter one more cylinder is there which is known as thimble. And we have two kinds of scale here. One is main scale and one is the rotating scale, right? So everything has its own function, so we will discuss today. So I'm taking a concentrated way this section, right? So we can see in main scale we have a reference line, and we have two further scales. One is the above the reference line scale and below the reference line scale, and thereafter we have another scale which is known as the rotating scale. The difference between these two parts or the points above the reference line is the 1 mm, and this is the midpoint of 0 and 1. So this is the 0.5 mm. So on this way we can say that the least count of main scale, this is the main scale, is 0.5 mm. Now the total division of the circular scale are 50. That means we can see 45 till here, thereafter 46, 47, 48, 49, thereafter 50, right? So the formula to find out the least count of micrometer is pitch upon number of division in circular scale, right? But before going ahead, let's discuss this part. When the thimble rotates, it's one revolution, the complete revolution, the spindle move in axial direction of 0.5 mm, and it is known as the pitch. So we can say the pitch of the micrometer is 0.5 mm, right? So pitch is 0.5 mm, and the number of divisions are 50. So least count we can get is 0.01 mm. Now learn how to find the reading on the micrometer. You can see on the rotation of this part, the spindle goes left or right. This is the object we placed to find out the measurement, right? So there is a technique to rotate it. So we must have to rotate from the ratchet instead of the thimble. Now question is why? If we are rotating it through the ratchet, so what will happen? It goes towards the object, right? And as the spindle touches the object, the ratchet gets free. That means when you are further rotating it, there will be no force applied by this unit to the object. So that means you can easily remove it after locking this lock nut, right? And if we are doing this activity through the thimble, then what will happen? There are the chances for further rotation which may disturb the setting between the sleeve and thimble, which may cause of zero error. So we have three conditions. One is the no zero error. That means on the neutral position, the zero of the main scale should be aligned with the zero of the thimble scale or the rotating scale. If the zero of main scale is above the zero of rotating scale, then it is known as positive zero error. And if zero of the main scale is below the rotating scale, then it is known as negative zero error. So in positive zero error we have to subtract some value, and in negative zero error we have to add some value. Means how much value, that means how much the difference is this, right? So we have to take care about this, otherwise definitely we will never come to the accurate value. Now let us learn to take the reading on micrometer. So formula which we use is main scale reading plus thimble scale reading into the least count. So I have taken an object having some value. Let me zoom this part, right? So this is the zoom part, and now we can see this is the 5 and then 6. So 6 complete value is shown on the main scale, the upper part of main scale, and thereafter one more point we can see, line we can see over here. It is the number of 1. So 1 into 0.5, it is means 0.5. That means the complete main scale value is 6 plus 0.5. That means 6.50 mm. After that, now we have to check which value of rotating scale is matching with this reference line. So we can see it is 30, right? And thereafter we will use the formula, the same formula. So how much we calculated from main scale reading? It was 6.50 mm. Thereafter thimble was 30. Thereafter 0.01 mm was the least count value. And after doing this calculation, we got the accurate value or accurate measurement through the micrometer, right? I hope it helps you for understanding. Thank you.
I hope that you like this video, and again, let's keep on learning, because there's no end of the journey of your learning, right? I will definitely make it possible to add some more videos, right, till our institute will open, right? So that as I promise you that maximum topic I would like to cover through this thing, so that at that time of period it will help you, right? Once, suppose if I started once again vernier or a micrometer during the classroom program, so you will easily catch it, right? It will make the easy for me and for you, both of us, right? So thank you so much for this session. Thank you, and please be at home, please be safe. Thanks.